Hey there, Aries. Welcome to my channel, Autumnmoonthemage. This is going to be a general message in regards to love for Aries. It is general, so it might not resonate with you. If you were drawn to the video, then there may be something here that is intended for you, but if the storyline itself doesn't appear to be yours, then I ask you not to make it fit. Just take what resonates and leave the rest, as they say. So we're going to get started here, Aries, first with the Moonology Oracle deck. I'm going to try to get an overview of the situation between you and the person that you're connecting with. Can we get a card for Aries, please? In regards to the person they're connecting with, in regards to this connection. All right. What we get is take time to breathe out. It says disseminating moon. Let me grab the book so I can read that to you. Take time to breathe out. Okay, it says here, the intensity of the full moon has abated, and what are we left with? That's what this card is asking you. It suggests that the situation you're asking about has now peaked, and it's time for you to regroup and learn from your experiences rather than blindly forging ahead. Have faith that what is happening is for the best. Try to accept the way things are now and give yourself and others time out to relax. Breathe. We can't be on all the time. If you feel you've hit an obstacle or even failed in some way, now is the time to reflect on how to do things differently next time. Be honest with yourself. If you feel bad about your current situation be sorry. Be honest with yourself if you feel bad about your current situation, and then remind yourself that life goes in cycles. That is true. Life goes in cycles. All right, let's take a look at, we're going to use the tarot now to look at how you feel about the person you're connecting with and how they feel about you. This deck here is called the True Black Tarot. They're very pretty. The art is very drastic, I feel like. The colors are bold. And I love the deck very much, but it's very hard to shuffle. Can we please get 3 cards for Aries? How does Aries feel about the person they're connecting with? Can we get 3 cards for Aries? How does Aries feel about the person they're connecting with? Okay. We get the 10 of Cups, which is emotional fulfillment, right? It's feeling at home with someone, feeling at peace with them. The 4 of Cups, which is either feeling ignored or rejected or feeling kind of like, focusing on the negative, which would seem like an odd feeling if we're feeling like this person is our 10 of Cups. So it makes more sense that we're feeling rejected in some way. We'll go ahead and clarify that. And then the Hierophant, which is, by the way, a Taurus card, so you might be dealing with Taurus. This is wanting to go the next step with someone. Wow, I don't think I've ever gotten this Hierophant card before. That's really interesting. But it's really wanting to move forward with someone, really wanting to take the next step up, you know? Maybe they're not also appearing to want that, and maybe that is what's making Aries feel rejected. Okay, can I please get 3 cards for how this person feels about Aries? How does this person feel about Aries? How does this person feel about Aries? How does this person feel about Aries? One more card, please. Oh. Okay. We got... The first card that came out reversed, but it turned out my deck was upside down. So I'm not really sure if it's supposed to be reversed. It is the Nine of Cups, okay, which is wish fulfillment and celebration, you know. In reverse, well, I would take that as, you know, I really want to clarify it because I want to make sure it is what, if it's supposed to be reversed, I feel like that'll be obvious. So we're going to put it here for now and we'll clarify it. We also get the Knight of Pentacles, which is somebody who's moving really slowly, right? The Knight of Pentacles is moving towards you, but they're taking their time and moving at a slow pace. And then we get the Six of Swords, which is moving out of out of chaos into calm, or moving out of like the fog into clarity. So definitely wanting things to be smoother with you, wanting things to be yeah, less hazy, less confusing, less emotional, possibly, if that's the situation, if you're experiencing an emotional situation. Let's go ahead and clarify those cards. We're going to clarify with the Prisma Visions Tarot. That's what we're going to do. We're going to start with you and that 10 of Cups over there. Can you please clarify the 10 of Cups for Aries and how Aries feels in regards to this connection? Please clarify the 10 of Cups for Aries. Please clarify the 10 of Cups for Aries. Okay, what I'm getting here is the Queen of Wands. Well, that's Aries energy, right? That's fire energy, but it's also can be Leo or Sagittarius. But this is somebody who's very alluring, very attractive, very charismatic. All right, the Six of Pentacles, which is equal give and take. Both parties being very generous towards each other, and it's about really giving in equal amounts. And then Temperance, which can be about patience and about things taking time, but also this is about peace, a feeling of peace. Okay, and I feel like this is just saying that you feel like you have this equal give and take with this person. This is another card of balance and acceptance. Okay, and I feel that that's what you found in this situation. Let's take a look at the Four of Cups, though. Can you please clarify the Four of Cups? Aries energy. I mean, we're Aries. We're not patient. We're not. We do not deal with temperance well, which, by the way, is Sagittarius energy. So you might be dealing with Sagittarius, but we're definitely not patient energy. I'm sorry. I'm an Aries, so I can't help myself talking about Aries like I'm part of it because I am Aries. Anyway, Aries energy, we're not very patient. And if this person's coming at us with this Knight of Pentacles, very slow progress, then I could see how we would read that. We might read that as a sort of rejection. But let's go ahead and clarify that. Four of Cups. Please clarify the Four of Cups. The card that jumped out here was the Wheel of Fortune, which is a card about timing. It's about, there's two cards here. So the Wheel of Fortune is about timing and about the wheel that's spinning, you know, and when is it going to spin up for us? When is it going to do that? And also, if it is up in the moment, if we're in a high moment, then it's feeling really lucky about it, okay? The Knight of Swords, it's wanting to charge forward, really wanting to charge on and be open with communication. The Knight of Swords he's very determined. He knows what he wants. He's going for it. But swords represent honesty. They represent logic. They represent truth. And so I feel like this does have to do with timing and feeling like questioning, is now my moment to charge forward. I think with this advice card here, take time to breathe out. I mean, in the book it sounded like something had ended, but maybe it's just that things are paused right at this moment, you know. Things need a second. They peaked, you know, and now they need a second to level out, and then they can move forward. So perhaps that's what you're being called to do, and you're struggling with that Four of Cups. That would be, you know, disappointment in something. And I feel like that might just be you struggling, because with a Hierophant here, you want to move forward with this person. Can you please clarify the Hierophant? Please clarify the Hierophant. The Knight of Pentacles, and then no, the King of Pentacles, sorry, and the Knight of Cups. So yeah, the Knight of Pentacles, that could be the person you're dealing with. Pentacles, that's earth energy, so that's Capricorn, Taurus again, and Virgo. But this might be the person that you're dealing with, but this energy here is wanting to, it's really committed energy. It's wanting to be committed to a situation, wanting to protect that. Whatever's important to the King of Pentacles, he protects it. And I think that's what kind of energy you're moving forward in. You want to protect this, and you want to be stable in it. You want to be supportive in it. And obviously the Knight of Cups, that's wanting to move forward with an open heart, wanting to express that open heart. Sorry, it looked like I got distracted because it looked like he had like a lasso up there, you know, like he was going to lasso himself something. But it's just his cup overflowing and like spinning around him, sort of. You see that guy up there? Anyway, I do feel like this is you wanting to take that next step. You want to protect this. And this is really great energy to be moving in, Aries. Very stable, very dedicated and supportive energy, and very loving energy. It's not super fiery, but it is still good energy. Let's take a look at them. Okay, let's take a look at that Nine of Cups. See if we can understand that a bit more. Can you please clarify the Nine of Cups for how this person feels about Aries? All right, we get the Five of Cups, which is disappointment, the Page of Pentacles, and the Knight of Wands. So the Page of Pentacles is, well, that is the Page of Pentacles is representing a message of stability. And sorry, my 5-year-old came running in here. Mommy, I'm sure you heard that, but anyway, I believe this must have been coming out in the reverse, this Nine of Cups in reverse, because the Nine of Cups in reverse would represent like not having fulfillment, okay? Like there's some aspect of this connection here that they don't feel fulfilled in, okay? And with this Five of Cups, Page of Pentacles, Knight of Wands, Five of Cups is disappointment, you know? And Page of Pentacles is an offer of some kind, like a stable and tangible kind of offer. And Knight of Wands, that's somebody who's very passionate, okay? And I feel like maybe they felt that they made an offer to you, Aries. Maybe they felt that they offered you, I mean, it was a Page of Pentacles, okay? So, I mean, that's kind of smallish. I'm not saying anything negative here, but Page of Pentacles, the pages are the smallest. It's the smallest gesture you can make, okay? And so they came forward with this like tiny gesture, and I feel like maybe you didn't see it the way that they were hoping it would come across, possibly, because they're disappointed, and they feel like unfulfilled, like it didn't go right, okay? And yeah, they feel disappointed in that, whatever. I feel like yeah, definitely. I feel like they tried to offer you something and you just didn't see it for what it was to them. Do you know what I mean? Like things that are really massive to one person really appears to be quite small to another. Gestures especially, you know. Um, I'm trying to think of an example. I had this friend tell me something so terrible. He said that he felt like he should be able to say to people, I hate you, and that they shouldn't take offense to it. And I was like, how could you possibly think that that's not offensive? You can't tell someone you hate them and them just be like, not if they care. I mean, you know, if you don't care if somebody hates you, whatever. But anyway, to him it seemed like a tiny thing, but to me it seemed like, whoa, buddy, you need to choose your words more wisely. You know what I'm saying? So it's possible that they made some kind of gesture and you just didn't interpret it the same way they intended it. Let's take a look at that Knight of Pentacles, though. Please clarify the Knight of Pentacles. Please clarify the Knight of Pentacles. How this person feels about Aries. Okay, lots of cards were flipping there, but not sticking. Eight of Wands, which is communication and forward movement. Let's see if we can get more. Can we get more on that Knight of Pentacles, please? They like want to flip, but they're not actually doing it. So many things. Can we get more clarification on that Knight of Pentacles, please? Okay. The Chariot. Wow. Both of these are really fast forward movement. That's so funny, right? Paired up with this Knight of Pentacles who's so slow. It's almost like they want to move faster, but they're not. The Eight of Wands is communication, but it is also forward movement, fast forward movement. And the Chariot, with the Chariot, I was explaining this the other day in another video. It's like we got into one of those smart cars that we don't drive. We put our destination in the what is it? GPS system, right? And we buckle in and we're there, you know? We are locked into that destination and we're just sitting there. We're going to ride the ride, however rough it's going to be, whatever. We're going to get to that destination. And that's what this Chariot is about. So possibly they want to communicate that they are committed, like that they've made a choice and they're committed to that choice and moving towards it. Or this is them feeling like they want to be moving quickly towards you, I would say, because this is how they feel about you, this Knight of Pentacles, but they're taking their time for whatever reason. Maybe there's some other aspect, some other part of this connection that requires them to move slow. Let's take a look at the Six of Swords, which can be wanting to move into peace and into calm, but I also look at it as wanting to move into, well, because in the Six of Swords, we're in a boat, right? And water represents our emotions, and swords represent our logic, our thoughts, our truth, okay? And in the traditional tarot, we're in that boat, and the swords are there with us, and it's like we're using our logic and our truth to guide us into smoother waters, all right? But in this card particularly, I'm going to hold this up for you. If you can see, the boats are like in fog. Do you know what I mean? And it almost feels like it might be moving into truth and into clarity, okay? Out of this fog and into that truth. But let's go ahead and clarify. Please clarify the Six of Swords for us. Please clarify the Six of Swords for how this person feels about Aries. Ooh. Please clarify the Six of Swords. It can also be a travel card, like someone wanting to travel. Okay. What we get here is the Eight of Pentacles, okay? And that's somebody who's dedicated to a task, dedicating to perfecting something, okay? And did I knock my camera? My cards feel a little off center and wonky. I'm sorry, they've been wrong the whole time, but anyway, Eight of Pentacles and Queen of Pentacles, which matches that King of Pentacles that you have over here. And this is, again, somebody who wants to nurture and protect something. The Queen of Pentacles, that's what she does. She nurtures and she protects, and she also represents having like the tangible things that you want in your life, right? But as energy, she's just very nurturing, very protective energy. So I feel like that's what they want to move to calmer water. They want to work on being this, bringing this energy to the connection. Again, Chariot here is Cancer. I didn't say that. I wanted to point that out. But this is Earth energy again, which is Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. So you might be dealing with one of those. I do think that this person is interested in something with you. I mean, I think they're interested in continuing to work towards something with you, but they are moving slower than I think you would like them to. But you know what? You're being advised to take a breath. And I'm going to draw two more oracle cards here for you for advice. The first here is from the Queen of the Moon Oracle. Queen of the Moon. Can we please get advice for Aries in regards to this connection? Advice for Aries, please, in regards to this connection. This deck has not been this difficult at all in any of my readings. I'm sorry for calling you difficult. Can I please have a card for Aries in regards to this connection? Can you please offer Aries some advice? All right. Two cards came out. The first card is number 20, which says beauty. Okay, that's a lot to read, so I'm sorry. Bear with me here. I apologize. Oh, it's a face. I totally didn't realize that until I looked at my screen to see the view from the camera. Do you see the face? The lips, the nose, and the eye here? Anyway, beauty is like medicine. It can heal even the most broken spirit. Beauty is everywhere in nature. Just look. Beauty comes in many forms, and we can choose to find it. I love how I look. Rid yourself of clutter and what you find disagreeable. That's what it says. It says that beauty comes in many forms and we can choose to find it. And then it's a semicolon and it says, I love how I look. Like, we have to find it. Like, it's saying that you find it within yourself. Anyway, one of the high needs in my life is that of beauty. I need to be exposed to what I find beautiful often to be at my best. You might find that strange need, but it's you might find that a strange need, but it's far from uncommon, especially among creatives and artists. Beauty to me isn't lots of makeup or fancy skincare or society's current beauty ideal. For me, beauty is nature and having things I find beautiful in my environment. I look around me as I write and I can see the inky dark clouds racing across a violent sky and the birds riding the wind, and it's beautiful. On my desk is a small piece of glass a friend made for me and a small bowl full of summer frangipani. Sorry, I'm not familiar with that word. My feet rest on a hand-woven carpet of desert colors, and my toenails are painted a shimmering turquoise, my favorite color. All of these are expressions of beauty to me. They raise my mood. They give joy to my eyes, my heart, and my mind. Everyone can experience beauty every day if they choose to look. One of the important differences between the ancient pagan and the modern idea of beauty is that the old ways state there is a need for the core of the self to be developed and strengthened to enable and foster true beauty. This is an important two-way double punch, as there is a strong mind-body connection when it comes to both beauty and vitality. Yes, while it is acceptable to use the therapies that treat our beauty or beautify externally, it's equally important to stop bad habits detrimental to health that will interrupt the good you are doing. For example, you could be using the most effective treatments on the market to nourish your skin, but if you can't give up smoking, there is a finite level of health that your skin can achieve. That's true. It's kind of like it's kind of like um, love, right? And if we don't accept love that's being offered to us, then we won't it won't we won't see it. If we can't accept that it's a possibility, we won't see it. And I'm sorry, that might seem like a weird connection, but it's like if you're not allowing your body to be as healthy as it can be, then your body can't accept it, right? It can't accept those nourishing treatments because you're not letting it. You have to give it all of you have to give it all that it needs and allow it to accept that nourishment. Wow, what an interesting idea. Sorry. The unbalanced first world ideal of beauty is at its zenith right now, with more people than ever before undergoing and normalizing plastic surgery and injectable chemicals. Everyone has an individual right to decide how they wish their body to look and adopt an idea of physical beauty. However, it's the source of the influence that is worrying. Who told a woman who has altered her appearance that there was something wrong with her face, eyes, smile, expression in the first place? Who had the audacity to say you are not enough because she had some smile lines? Think about it. Who is making women in particular so fearful? Who or what wants you to question yourself and the very essence of how you interact with the world and why? Who wants you to be the same as everyone else and less of who you are? Society? Some marketing guy for big cosmetics? A retouched spokesmodel? Real beauty is hypnotic, yet in reality has less to do with youth than it does with the spirit coming through the skin. The word charisma comes from the Greek charis and ma, meaning the spirit shining through. Each of us possesses a unique beauty, one that gives us confidence if we recognize it. Each of us is desirable, each of us perfectly formed to be what we want to be. But should we become too obsessed by the external, something that is, after all, fleeting, we may become unhappy and chase an ideal that is impossible to uphold. Well, that feels like a giant, it felt like a giant lecture to like accept your physical self, right? And to nourish it. if you want something to change about your body, then give it all the tools it needs to make that change, right? Wow, that was a mouthful. Okay, the next card we got was number 8, the path. I'm going to read that for you. So it's much shorter, don't worry. The way is open for you. The path is illuminated. Begin the journey now. Respond and take action. We must be courageous and move forward. Well, that seems in contrast to the take time to breathe out, but let's see what it says. When we accept where we are, acknowledge what needs to change to grow, and begin to love ourselves more completely, the direction of our lives begins to change. We often decide we want to follow a more authentic way for ourselves, and our desires become more aligned with the needs, wants, and values of our true selves. Imagine we are lost in a dark forest and can hardly see. There is no visible path, and every way looks exactly the same. We feel burdened by shadows and are not sure we should even move because we are so paralyzed by fear and uncertainty. Then the sunshine somehow breaks through the clouds and leaf canopy, and there ahead is a path illuminated in golden light. It is clear now the direction we should head. The path is not only visible, but is inviting us forward. And so, instead of just standing there, we can't wait to step on it and move forward. The path is lit, and now it is time to walk upon it. I feel like actually we're being asked to take a moment and and to take a moment with that take time to breathe. Like take a moment so that we can acknowledge that the path is there. Maybe um, we've been blind to it, right? And so we're being called to take a moment, take a breath. Let's draw one more card can we get advice for Aries in regards to this connection? All right. We get the Athame. These cards, they come with an incantation, which you're encouraged to say out loud. I do it generally 3 times or more, depending on how many times I feel it's necessary, but I'm going to read it to you twice after I read the description of the card, and you can use it however you wish or don't use it. The message of this card suggests that while you have the ability to see both sides of any of the issues or problems that you are facing at this time, you are choosing to be very one-sided and are only seeing what you want to see rather than digging deeper for the answers that will allow the situation to be resolved once and for all. It has been dragging on far too long. As the sword has a double edge, so do most things. It's the duality of dark and light, good and bad, that balances our universe. One cannot survive without the other. You must now open your mind to all possibilities and look into both sides of the situation to get the information that you are seeking. That is where you will ultimately find the truth. Front and back, up and down, side to side, and all around. Open my eyes to all that is there and allow my judgments to be entirely fair. That's the incantation. I'm going to read it one more time. Front and back, up and down, side to side, and all around. Open my eyes to all that is there and allow my judgments to be entirely fair. So that's what I have for you, Aries. Maybe that is in regards to whatever has, well, their need to move slowly, apparently, whatever this action they took towards you that you're interpreting as not a very grand action. Maybe if you look at it in a different way, if you try to see it from their perspective, you'll see that it was a very grand gesture. I have no idea. That's just what I'm getting from this. So I hope this reading resonated with you. I hope that it brought you some kind of clarity. And if it did and you wouldn't mind telling me about it, for sure the cards are crooked. I'm sorry. It just bugs me so much. But anyway, if you wouldn't mind telling me about it, you could post a comment below or you could shoot me an email. My email address is listed in the description box. But Thank you so much, truly, for watching this video. I really appreciate it a great deal. And please move forward with hope and with positive thinking, because we draw in what we think and what we believe we can have. So start with hope, build it into faith, and then build it into belief, I guess, would be the next step. So good luck, and thank you again. I hope I see you back here again sometime soon. Bye, Aries.